I'm reminded of this one comic strip. Okay, this comic strip only has 2 frames to it. In the first frame of the comic strip, there's a speaker in the front of the room speaking to 10 people, and that speaker says, "Who wants change?" And all 10 people are raising their hand high really enthusiastically. They all want change. And then in the second frame of the comic strip, the speaker is in front of the room, in front of those same 10 people, and then he says, "Who wants to change?" And no one's got their hand up. No one wants to change, but yet everyone wants change.
I love it.
It really goes back to Gandhi. Be the change that you want to see in the world. It really begins with you. So a lot of times we can't really change who we are quickly, but the one thing we can quickly change is how we respond to that.
Yeah, and we can change how we show up, how we treat other people. I know that we'll probably get into affirmations, but I'll crack that door open, which is, for me, the Miracle Morning is my daily practice. It became a book, and it's made up of these 6 practices that are the savers, SAVERS. It's silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing. The A is for affirmations. Affirmations, I believe, are the most effective tool for personal transformation. I believe they're also the most misunderstood tool for personal transformation, often the most undervalued, because I don't know about you, but I grew up in the 90s where they had that Saturday Night Live character, Stuart Smalley, and his show, the satire show, right? Affirmations with Stuart Smalley. And he would look in the mirror at himself, and he would, in a really funny lisp, voice, he would say, "I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me," right? It really made a mockery of affirmations.
Because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
And then the way we've been taught affirmations by self-help gurus over the years are often counterproductive. It's either lie to yourself, just tell yourself you are something that you want to be until you believe it, right? But the truth will always prevail. If you say, "I'm a millionaire," and you're struggling financially, the truth is going to shine through. You're going to go affirm, "I am blank." But if that's not in alignment with who you see yourself to be, you're going to reject it. You're going to resist it. The other way we're taught affirmations is to promise this flowery, magical result. "I am a money magnet. Money flows to me effortlessly and in abundance," right? That affirmation might make you feel good in the moment because you're lying to yourself and telling yourself that money is going to magically appear, right? But it's not helping you. So for me, affirmations, I use them to enhance my relationships among virtually every area of my life. But I have affirmations for my relationship with my wife, for my relationship with both of my kids, to optimize my relationship with my community, with colleagues, you name it. And it affirms who I'm committed to being, right? I can't control other people's perception. I'm not responsible for their experience of me. I can't control their experience. The only experience I'm responsible for is my own. And so for me, it's, am I living in alignment with my values? Values such as generosity, selflessness, contribution, right? These values that really are what foster deep, meaningful relationships, care, concern, empathy, right? These values. And the thing is, I struggle with a lot of those. I'm a terrible listener. If I'm being really honest, I don't affirm that every day, right? I'm affirming being a better listener, but as you can tell, often in interviews, it shows up. I get excited. I get on a tangent or a concept, right? And I'll just, the interviewer will ask me a question. You can attest to this, right? And maybe they're expecting a 1 or 2 minute answer. And then I talk for 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes, right? But the point is that also shows up in personal conversations. And I'll be it's like a conscious incompetence where I'll be talking to somebody, over coffee or whatever. And all of a sudden I'll realize they asked me a question 20 minutes ago and I'm still talking and I haven't asked them anything about themselves. Right? But the point is utilizing affirmations to help direct your thoughts, your words, and your behavior to be in alignment with who you are committed to being to optimize your relationships. So if I'm not a great listener, if I don't have, I'm not really empathetic naturally, right? Then it's simply articulating words that keep top of mind how you want to think, how you want to speak, how you want to show up in the most important relationships in your life. And of course, for me, that starts at home with my wife and my kids, but then it branches out to the other people in my life.